So on gold, there are two scenarios that I'm seeing. So I'm gonna try to make this as quickly as I can and explain it in full. So where gold is now, if we go maybe to a weekly time frame, if we head over to the weekly time frame, we can see the following. Okay, I wanna hide this on this time frame. Okay, we can see now here on the weekly time frame, gold open and then it has no wick below. Okay, there's no wick below this weekly candlestick, which might signal a potential push down to create the weekly low. We are still expecting to see gold tapping fully into this FVG here before it goes up. Okay, or we can go all the way down to this demand zone down here before we push up to the supply zone. Okay, we might get close to it with this area here where there's an FVG. So looking down to the daily time frame, we can see that we have this channel here that gold is still trading between it. Okay, we have this structure that gold is still trading between it. So we're gonna have to wait to see if gold is able to break and close above it, which is gonna signal a break. So if we break and close above it, that's just one of the scenario. If we're gonna break this structure, if we break and then come and retest here and then close above, we're gonna be expecting to see a retest right here, and then we're gonna buy the retest to the new high that gold is gonna be creating, which is a good scenario to be looking at when we look at gold. If we fail to break, then we're gonna be looking for a push down from here, a retest, and then a continuous market which is gonna be moving all the way to the downside to retest this area here before we might anticipate to see another push to the upside. Okay, we need to create a wick below. We don't have a wick below for this week here. Okay, so we're gonna be waiting for that. So clearly, like I said, Friday it was clear that we're gonna buy Monday, but I wasn't expecting a big buy. I was expecting maybe a buy just to retest this area and then we continuously move to the downside here. But clearly we pushed above, we break, and then we didn't come for a retest here. We just continuously move to the upside. So I'm gonna be waiting for things like those. I know this market can still turn and push all the way down to this area here, or we can go for a break, retest this area here, then we come down for this retest here to push all the way up to the new high that gold is gonna be willing to create. So those are some of the things that I'm gonna be expecting. So down to 4 hours, you can see, okay, you can see here on 4 hours, here's my scenario on 4 hours. Okay, so if we come and break and close above, we're gonna have to look for a test on this FVG, which is gonna send us back to this support. Then we're gonna be all the way out to that area there looking for those buys. Okay, but if we fail to do that and then find ourselves closing back inside here, we're going to be waiting for a retest somewhere here, and then we continuously push to the downside to come and tap to this area here. And that's what I'm going to be expecting on gold going forward throughout this week. Only those two scenarios which I'm going to be waiting for each of them to play out, then I'm going to be able to take the trade. So here, if we're going to be going for sales, we're going to wait for the market to clear this area here and then come for a retest right on that zone so that we can take sales. If not, there's no selling opportunity, because if it doesn't clear it and then break below and then go for a retest, we might just see it retesting here and then continuously push to the upside. So we are just gonna be waiting for a clear momentum shift on gold. Either if we're gonna continue buying or we're gonna get ourselves and carry on selling, okay? Because we have things like fake breakouts, which you are seeing here. We might be seeing the same manipulation happening there. So I will just wait and see which side of the market is gonna be good for my favor, and then I'm gonna take it like that when it comes to gold. So no rush. So here we had this mother's bar here before the closing. The market opened range, took it low, and then we went full on, and then we bought. And ever since then, we created this high here. That's where the momentum died out. We created that high, but we have been failing to break above that high, okay, which does signal something. It might signal a potential reversal, because we can see that we are building a weak momentum here. The market is no longer that volatile here, so which means that we might see the market shifting, but for a shift we need to take this low out here, okay? So I'm gonna be waiting for that on gold. Before that happens, I'm not gonna be interested on taking any trade. I'm gonna wait patiently to see if that is gonna happen on gold. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be waiting for on gold, guys. Nothing much that I'm gonna be waiting for. That's all I'm waiting for on gold. Okay, now let's look at the JPY pairs. So on the JPY pairs, I've been seeing this, okay? Let me hide this. Can only show on hours. So on the JPY pairs, you can see that USDJPY has been downtrending for quite some time now. So I believe that is gonna come and take this low out. Okay, we had this low, we had this low here. Okay, we have the equal lows here. With this low, we have this low. Okay, and then you can see we retested and then we respected it and then we went up. Last week we bought somewhere here, going to retest this resistance here. Okay, we have the downtrending resistance there, but this week what we're gonna be looking for now, since we tapped on this area here, you can see that was a clear retest. We need a break of a support and a retest of a support to get a clear confirmation. Okay, so down on 4 hours, you can see this is the area that we're looking for a retest on, which we did retest on. So now this is our support, internal support there. We can see the break here. So what we need is a retest here to get a trade. We need a retest and the signal that we are pushing down, and then we're gonna enter here on this zone here and push down with it when it goes to take that low out. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be looking for on USDJPY. So if we have to go down to maybe 1 hour time frame, so you can see hourly we have a gap here. So this FVG potentially might be the area or the level where we are gonna come back to tap into before we look for a continuous move to the downside. Okay, so we're just gonna have to be on a lookout for the price to retest back on this area here, and then we're gonna take our trades from there, going all the way to the downside. Okay, last but least, we have Euro CHF. So on Euro CHF, guys, I did look at it daily, and then daily what I was seeing on it is that you can see that Euro CHF have this highs here. Okay, as you can see, we had this high here, the high here, and then we had the internal high, and then this external one again here. So here you can see that it has been forming these lows here. So we have these triple lows here, which are equal. Okay, we have this triple bottom down here. So we're gonna be expecting to see a push to the upside. Okay, so we can add more trades when we break this area here, but for now we're gonna be looking for a trade right below here. And how is our entry model looking when it comes to that? So if we go down to 4 hours, you can see the kind of channel that we formed here. Okay, the channel that we just formed here, it does signal a potential push back to the upside, this falling wedge here, and then we can see it respecting this liquidity here where there's an AVG tab on it. But since we trade with break and continuation, I'm gonna be looking for a break, a retest, and then for entry. Then we start continue moving up, and then we're gonna add more trades when we break above that area here. So we're gonna scale in more trade and then hold it all the way to the top. So that's what we're gonna be looking for going on forward with EURCHF. That's what I see on EURCHF. So if it doesn't break, we are not gonna take the trade. We are gonna wait because there's still a potential of it moving down here before it start pushing up, and then we are only allowed to take the trade here on the retest of the break and push up with it. So that's what we're gonna be looking for on EURCHF.